Welcome to Bay Focus. Thank you for tuning in. I'm very happy that you do. Hopefully each week or as often as you can. We're going to get you updated today on a ministry that we have periodically on Bay Focus, because they just do an amazing thing in prisons and prison ministry, both in prison and out of prison, helping people adjust back into society. And we are always honored to highlight Abe Brown Ministries, and they are back with us today. And then you want to stay tuned. We're a little bit later. In fact, we're going to close out the program. If you've ever watched the show Gospel Voice here on CTN, and you know Derek Williams is the host of that, that his daughter, Jordan Williams, is going to be with us today. She sings on that program, but she's also got her own singing ministry and career of her own, and involved in a lot of different things. And we're going to share with you a little bit about what is up with Jordan and let you hear her brand new song. So we're going to do that towards the end of the show, but we're going to start today with Abe Brown Ministries, and we have with us the president of this ministry, Robert Blount. Thank you so much for coming back.
Darlene, thank you
with us.
for
Always
having me.
happy to have you.
Yes.
You know, we have viewers that may not be familiar with the ministry. Give them the history a little bit.
So Abe Brown Ministries was founded in 1976. The cornerstone of what we do is travel inside the prisons, share the gospel inside the prisons. We extend an invitation for those individuals to submit their lives to Christ. We also have comprehensive reentry services once they are released, because we have to complement that message of hope with tangible opportunities for these men and women to live out their freedom in Christ and live out their freedom in society. So we do that through our Ready for Work Hillsborough program, which is a comprehensive reentry program that works and addresses everything from substance abuse, mental health issues, housing, food, clothing, transportation, all of those elements that will equip an individual to live productively in society. We really want to break that cycle of incarceration.
Yeah, you have a lot of different arms of this and on what you do, and the one thing we were just talking about a few minutes ago before we came on the program is it's been 8 years since Abe Brown himself passed away, and he was your father-in-law.
Right.
And you have just you worked side by side, and you've stepped in. It's been seamless, and I've seen how God has continued to grow and bless the ministry. You've had a lot of people come alongside with you and help you to do that. But one of the reasons I brought you on is you just had something that you could not have foreseen happen to the ministry, and we want to be able to help you as needed. Tell our viewers what happened.
So we have an old building, and that's the building that we expanded the Ready for Work Hillsborough program into 4 years ago. And in that old building are the galvanized pipes that are buried in the ground. So we had some corroded pipes and walked in one Friday morning to a foundation leak, about 7-8 inches of water in 2 of our parcels, our case management office and our conference room. So we had a little bit of a disaster there we had to clean up, and we're still in the process of getting drywall repairs done, the flooring replaced, and ultimately to replumb that whole building with PVC piping so that we can move away from the galvanized pipe.
Yeah, well, you could use viewers, but we also, you have renovation projects going on. We have a picture of that, so I want to show that right there. What are we seeing there?
So what you're seeing is in 2016, there's a three-block stretch that the city of Tampa renamed Abe Brown Way in honor of our founder, Reverend Abraham Brown. And so we are redeveloping that area. We have a new home that should be ready in a couple of weeks, and then another home that we purchased and renovated that too should be available and ready for operation in a couple of weeks. And that's going to double our capacity through our transitional living program, which is a 12-month discipleship program for men who are entering the community.
Yeah, that was the one thing I wanted you to mention. That's a big part of what you do.
It is.
And having these homes for them to come and transition, it's just such a huge thing coming out of prison. And one of the ways that you do this too as well is you have to have everything you do, and we'll talk some more about it, but you have, and we want to make sure we get a plug in. Every year you have a big event where it's open to the community to fundraise. Tell us, you've got dinner coming up with Wes Morgan, a little bit of his story.
Well, he's going to share a lot of his story that night, so I don't want to spoil that. But
Okay.
he has an amazing story of redemption, of how the Lord delivered him from, some negative behaviors, including addiction, and really gave him, turned his mess into his message, really, through his music, and he's also a pastor as well. So we look forward to that. That's on November 1st.
Okay.
At 6:30 downtown at the Hilton in Tampa.
Okay, so if we wanted to go to that, and of course, West Morgan's well known and respected. There we have it on the screen right there. You can see where it's going to be. How would they register for that? How can they do that?
So the easiest way would be to go to our website, www.abebrown.org, and there's a banner there on the top with that image actually that you just showed, and they can click on that image and it'll take them right to a registration page.
Yeah, and the proceeds from this dinner are just huge. I mean, they go to so much of the ministry.
Right. This is sort of our staple fundraising event. And so all of the proceeds will go to benefit all of the programs and outreach through Abe Brown Ministries.
Okay. Now, one of the things that you really work in, and we're going to show in just a moment when you explain this on a video of someone who's gone through this process, is you're about reunification. You're about putting families, explain it together, explain what you do.
So when you think about breaking the cycle, you sort of have two components to that, right? You have the component of the individual that is coming out of prison and helping them to break the cycle of recidivism. That recidivism is a fancy word for returning back to jail or prison. So you have that piece, but then you have the children of these individuals who are left behind. And so our goal is to break that generational cycle as well by keeping that family bond, that bond between that parent and that child intact, because oftentimes children are motivators to, kind of keep us on track as adults and do the things that we need to do and be responsible. So regardless of what the circumstances are, that's still mom, that's still dad, and we want to be able to keep that family bond together. So through our family reunification program, young children can visit their incarcerated parents live via video conferencing technology from our office just north and east of Ybor City.
Wow.
And then once a quarter, we will take a very intimate trip into the prison. It's not your run-of-the-mill Saturday visit. We'll go in one day when the children are out of school, and they give us a dedicated area. They allow us to bring in games that we use to facilitate interaction between the parents. And then we also have a family mealtime where the incarcerated parent prepares lunch for the caregiver of the children as well as the children. And then we'll have some family bonding activities. We've just seen some amazing things occur through this program. We've had situations where a mother gave birth in prison, saw the baby's eyes open for the very first time as we held the baby up to the camera there in our office, all the way to, middle school age boys who are just angry with mom because she's not there. And dad will bring him week after week, and they have their little heavy, intense fallout, if you will, in a safe environment. And after that, this young man's whole countenance changes because now he can look forward to seeing mom even though she's not there.
Well, I think it's amazing too. The prisons are on board with you on this.
Yes.
They're working with you. They want to see this.
Yes. There is an investment on our part because we have to purchase the video conferencing equipment inside the prison. But they make their staff available, and we have a memorandum of agreement with them to be able to host the video visits every Monday afternoon, as well as the family bonding trips once a quarter.
I love this. We're going to take a look. Tell us the story. We're going to take a look at a person that, to set this up for us, that's just been through this.
So Miss Manning, she has 2 young boys. Dad was incarcerated at Sumter Correctional Institution. Unfortunately, they relocated him to another institution, so we've had to put the visits on hold. But this has just been an amazing opportunity for dad to still be dad at a very critical time in his young son's life. So some amazing stuff.
Let's go. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Raymond, and I've been a part of Abe Brown Ministries for about 2 years now. I'm a single mother of 2, and I really like the program because it gives my children the opportunity to communicate and interact with their father. they're boys. So even though I'm a mother and I know how I would want a man to be, I'm not a man. So some things have to come from a man's point of view. So with Abe Brown, it does make it easier for the kids to be able to ask certain questions. They might have certain issues as boys that they don't want to come to me about. So it gives them time to go to their father and have those one-on-one conversations, build that relationship, and it lets them know that even though he's not there physically, he's still around. Before, being that I'm a single mother, sometimes we would go long periods of time without talking to him, and even longer periods of time without seeing him. But with Abe Brown, it makes it easy because I know these kids are out of school for a long break. They get to go see their father. They get to interact. Every Monday, they get to see him for the 15-minute video visitation, which is great because then he gets to know on a weekly basis what's going on with them, what are their thoughts, updates, their sports, things of that nature. And then, like I said, you have your bad days where you're like, oh, I wish I could just pick up the phone and call, but you can't. And it's stressful at times, but through the program, it gives you some type of relief because you know, even though it's not on a daily, you know that, okay, well, at least we're getting that time to come and be able to communicate and have that interaction and not be able to lose that bond because that bond is important. Children want to know that both parents care, and I might get emotional. And it lets the children know that they do. And it really gives the children an opportunity to know that even though the other parent is not there, that doesn't mean that they don't love them and that they don't care about them. Like, it helps them see that they still want to be a part of their life. They still want to know what's going on with them and that the love is still there. They can still be a parent even though they're not in the household at that moment. And I think that's what's most important and why it's so important to me, because my kids need both their parents and they need to know that the love is there from both ends. I can tell them their father loves them every day, but without hearing it or seeing it from their father, it doesn't mean anything. And Abe Brown gives us the opportunity and gives them the opportunity to know that their father loves them and he's trying. Even though he's not there every day, he's still trying and wants to be in their life.
Wow, that just brings it home, what people are dealing with and the reality, and what an incredible work you guys are doing to help families. If somebody's watching that and they are walking through a similar story, can they connect with Abe Brown and ask more and find out about this reunification program?
Absolutely, they can. They can call our office, 813-247-3285. They can go to the website again, www.abebrown.org. There's an info form there that they can reach out and somebody will respond to them within 24 hours as well. So
yeah, I mean, it's just such a unique thing you guys are doing in terms of prison ministries. All right, you know, we talked about a little bit earlier on the house renovations too, and I'm looking at my notes here. I think you actually have some specific things that you could use for that. So, correct? I'm looking at
you are correct.
Yeah, furnishings, appliances.
Right. Well, with the building, actually we have the appliances, but in each one of these homes will be 5 men. So we need single beds, we need dressers, we need dining room furniture, sofas, etc. We do our transitional living program house by house because we really want it to feel less institutionalized and more like home. We think that just sets a better environment. So by code, we can have up to 5 unrelated people in the home, and you know, all of the accoutrements of a home we need here in our transitional living homes as well. Okay,
just the remaining few moments here, then that's one thing that, you know, I had you mention, but is there anything else? You know, we talked about some of the damages you had from this water pipe situation. How can our viewers help you year-round right now?
Well, first of all, time, talent, treasure,
Yeah.
there's always needed. Prayers for the ministry. We have life coaching opportunities for our Ready for Work clients. That's just an opportunity to interact with our clients once a week to help them navigate through life. You know, we call this work reentry, but it's really not anything. We really have to start from square one because we assume that people know what we know. And so having individuals who can help take them by the hand and navigate through life is always welcome as well. And then, you know, it takes resources to operate a ministry,
Yeah.
to provide these homes, to provide the Ready for Work program, to provide the family reunification program. So financing is always helpful as well.
Okay, great. And then, you know, again, you have the dinner coming up, you know,
November
the
1st.
fundraiser too, November 1st. They can find all that on the website as well.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much, Robert,
Thank you
for coming
always
and
for
sharing.
having us.
Oh, we just love featuring this ministry. Stay tuned on the screen. You're going to see how you can contact Abe Brown Ministries, and we have more Bay Focus. Stay tuned. Hello, I'm Darlene Greenlee, and I want you to make room in your schedule each week to tune into Bay Focus. We are going to highlight local events, ministries, concerts. Reporter Brooke Larson goes behind the scenes at some of those concerts and talks to the music artists, local pastors, ministry leaders. Tune in each week. I'll see you on the next Bay Focus. Well, as promised earlier in the show, we have Jordan Williams with us. So good to have you, Jordan.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, awesome. We love your dad, Derek Williams, host of Gospel Voice. And everybody has seen you on this program. And I'm just going to do real quick. We have an exciting thing to announce here with Jordan. But Jordan not only sings on her dad's show, but she does all kinds of things. Her debut song we're going to hear about in just probably a debut, but her new release is coming out. And I don't want to say that yet because we're going to tell you that. But she sings all kinds of places, the national anthem, fundraisers, especially for raising funds to fight breast cancer awareness, and she also does dance. She has been nominated for awards for local pop act. She has sung in all kinds of events. I like to bring up the dance, musical theater, tap, ballet, jazz, you name it, she does it. And I think that it's just incredible to see, and you're involved too in ministry, and you're involved in a Christian school. But tell us, you have an exciting thing I want you to share. You have a brand new song that we're going to get to hear her sing today. Tell us about this song.
Well, the song is about closing your eyes. Well, it's called I Close My Eyes. It's about closing your eyes, imagine love worldwide. It's about people not seeing color, loving each other, people giving to the homeless, everyone being kind, and doing acts of service, and everybody just loving each other.
Now, you write songs.
Yes.
And is this one of them?
No, my dad.
Your dad wrote this one, so you're singing it for him. But you, this is part of what you do. Your whole process. You like to write. Tell us how this happens and why music is important to you.
Music is important to me because it helps me express my emotions. It helps, like if I'm feeling sad or if I'm feeling happy, it just helps me express it, and it just makes me feel really good after. And I started songwriting because when I first started creating music and stuff, the kids would make fun of the fact that I had music out, and they made fun of my music. So I came home and I asked my mom, what should I do? And she said, just write a song. And I started writing, and that's how I came out with my song, I'm Gonna Fly, and Catch Me If You Can as well.
Yeah, now you have an actual whole album project coming up.
Yes.
That's a lot of your own original material?
6 songs I wrote, and the rest my dad wrote.
Yeah, this is like, I'm just going to let it out that she's 14. Just going, I love to see young people just following their dreams already at the age you are. And we, of course, wanted to help you get the word out about this, because there's something special about this song, too. I closed my eyes because it's available for our viewers, right? Tell us about that.
Yes. Well, it comes out Friday, September 28th, and you can pre-order it for 69 cents, and the proceeds will go to the American Cancer Society. And it's important to me because I've been affected by people who have died and survived of cancer, including my mom, and I just really want to help for people who have breast cancer.
I applaud that. That is so cool. That's one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on. So you have a purpose to what you're doing. You have a big event coming up also in Plant City. Tell us about that.
Well, it's at the Crazy Cup, and the Crazy Cup is a coffee house, has a downstairs and an upstairs floor. It's amazing. A lot of bands and Christian artists perform there, and I just really want to spread my music with everyone, and I will be performing the day my song releases. I'll be debuting my new single there, and it's just going to be amazing.
What a great event. That's on the September 28th, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Out of everything you do, Jordan, I mean, everything from, you do musical, like I said, musical theater, to dance, to your music. Is there something that is like, do you just love it all equally, or is there a passion? What would you say you just enjoy the most out of all of that?
I think I'm most passionate for dance, because I can express it more through movement, and I just love it.
Yeah. Yeah, so the dance and the music, that's all part of what you do. All right, when this song, I Close My Eyes, is a collaborative effort, correct, with you and your dad. And when this new project, because I'm trying to promote that as well, coming out, the new album, is he works with you on all that as well? Does your dad helping you with all the putting the songs together, putting the album together?
He helps me produce songs, and I will write the song, create the music and everything, then I present it to him, and then he produces it, and then he helps me with the lyrics, saying, let's make this phrase flow more, and he's just an amazing songwriter.
Well, I have to tell you, we've known your mom and dad and you. We've watched you grow up here at CTM, because we've been doing this show, Gospel Voice. You've been doing it since you were a little girl. So viewers have watched you grow into your music and grow up doing this. And your mom, who is here in the studio today, is a big influence as well. Julie is just awesome to work with. Okay, we're going to show this song now. You're going to go and you're going to go sing. And I want to encourage those of you that can go out to this debut of this song, I Close My Eyes, by Jordan Williams, and you know, she's also up for, it's being consideration for Grammy nomination as well for this song. So anything you can do to help support that and get the song. So let's take a look, and Jordan is going to be singing for us, I Close My Eyes, with her dad, Derek Williams, accompanying her. Here she is.
I close my eyes, I can dream by day. Sometimes I pray, help us. Lord, start with me, let the eyes see in me who you are. In a dream it seemed real, that this song could heal all over the world. There's a harvest ready to yield, so just close your eyes. Imagine love worldwide. We can see when we close our eyes. No color when our eyes are closed. Then we behold So close your eyes. Imagine love worldwide. We can see when we close our eyes. I close my eyes. All I can see, all I can be. I see my calling. I can use my gifts. I can give a lift to someone who's down. In a dream it seemed real, that the song could heal. All over the world there's a harvest ready to yield. So just close your eyes. Imagine love worldwide. We can see when we close our eyes. We can see when we close our eyes.
Oh, I sure enjoyed seeing that father-daughter duet there in Jordan. If you can go out and help her, support her in her new song, go out to the event at Plant City, that'd be great. And then also, I'm so glad you tuned in for this show today because we really wanted to get the word out about Abe Brown Ministries too, which you saw the interview we had earlier in the show. If you, they have a number of fronts they could use your help with, as always, and if you can go to their event, coming up in November, their dinner, to help them with any of their projects that they need, abebrown.org. You can find out all about it there. Thank you for tuning in this week. Check us out on social media. We want to hear from you. We will see you next week. God bless you.